Okay, where's my light? This is how I start every thing, whether I'm rolling or not. Where's my light? Okay, I think it's over here. There's some really cute birds that live over here. Every now and again I see one. I moved to the woods and I was like having major Cinderella remembrances, Disney princesses, interacting with animals. There was a chipmunk once that ran past me while I was working on my laptop because I am, Bevin, a digital nomad here living in the forest. And I just really want to kick off Pride. I'm ready. It's Easter. I think Easter, and here's my case. Listen me out. This is as though we're at brunch and I'm making a proposal in front of everyone. Have your bacon of choice in front of you. Veggie bacon, turkey bacon, humanely raised pork bacon, my friend Skip Bacon, comedian, really funny. So many bacon options. Lindo Bacon, author of Health at Every Size. Another recent book, I'm blanking on the name, but anyway, Lindo Bacon, look it up. All the good kinds of bacon right in front of you. Here we are. I propose Easter is the kickoff for Pride season, and here's why. I'm gay and I like to take up space and I like photo opportunities. And that is just something that is beautiful about me. Jeffrey Marsh, one of my dear friends and co-warriors for self-compassion and self-love. Jeffrey talked about attention and loving attention. And like when you were a little kid being on stage in a barn, this is Jeffrey's story, the book, How to Be You. You got to see it. Check out, we did a whole book club for Fat Kid Dance Party and recorded it for the YouTube. So it's up, go check it out. But How to Be You talks about Jeffrey performing in a barn. And for me, it was like performing in whatever suburban, tiny brick of dirt backyard we had. That was everything to me. I'm so grateful to my mom for the choice of like whatever apartment that was. She said she really went out of her way to have dirt. So appreciated it. And just having this little place to talk about things that are gay and matter to me, I love it. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube. So over your bacon, I propose Easter. Here's what, legendarily at Dolores Park on Easter Sunday, all of the queers come out in fun outfits. I believe it is an event that's thrown by the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, an amazing philanthropic organization. You can look them up. And it is an amazing way to promenade a weird or kinky or fun or just totally benign and cute Easter outfit. So lots of Catholic imagery, a lot of kink. It's really cute. It's really fun. The outfits are always good. And I just feel like for me, it's like that when you're outside being gay and festive together, that to me is Pride, right? Like, I don't think Pride is just like a day, even though it's like historically, in June, at the last weekend in June is New York Pride. That commemorates the Stonewall Rebellion, which I was corrected by a manager there circa 2009 that we call it a rebellion, not a riot, because it was a rebellion against unnecessary and undue control. And that crow agrees. We have consensus over here. I don't know what that was. Okay. We're in the forest. One day I'll edit these and they'll be just little YouTube little pops. But anyway, the crow agrees. Easter can begin Pride. So that's when we promenade. We have our cute little festive outfits. I mean, I'll tell you what, I have like really brought Pride into my like whole lifestyle. Like I live in a community full of other queer people. And we're going to have an Easter egg hunt on Sunday. And I was like feeling kind of curmudgeonly about Easter, which is weird because I actually really love Jesus. If you listen to my podcast, listen to the episode with Saline. I think it's like in the 60s. It's like Saline is CBD, Jesus and CBD. We talk about Jesus in this whole new way that's like very heart-centered and about how you connect to other people in that like unconditionally loving. Everyone is equal. The crow agrees. Everyone is equal, like this kind of like universal children of God sort of way of talking to people. I think he's gone now. They're gone. That crow. Don't know the gender of that crow. I'm just going to go with they, them until you tell me otherwise. See that? It's just courtesy, right? So now Easter, if it's the beginning of our Pride season, here's what. Binge. Pose on FX. So the Stonewall Rebellion came from Black and trans women in New York City. And this show basically chronicles the ballroom scene through what I thought was kind of cool, like the way they covered in season 2 the Vogue popularity of Madonna, that kind of like put the spotlight on them and on that culture. But it's just so well done. It's written by Black trans women. There's like this massively queer production happening. The music is incredible because it's a Ryan Murphy production. Ryan Murphy 100% always delivers on good music and good aesthetic. And the 70s and 80s are just beautifully depicted by these incredible people. There is actually like a part of it where I had to slow down my watching because it got real, like, I'm sensitive to violence. So this is just me for you out there with any Pisces in your chart. It's hard. So tender. You like feel all the things. And so if there's violence, so there's some violence periodically, right? That happens all the time. But then there's this one haunting thing about like The Thing in the Closet. I'll say that for anybody who's seen that series, The Thing in the Closet. It's still to this day. I can't stop thinking about it every time. Oh, too much. I don't watch true crime. I'm not one of those people. I do what makes my heart sing when I want to binge. And so Pose is such a great binge. It's just so much fun dancing. I feel like every Ryan Murphy show, actually, it kind of reinvents itself every season. Like there's just the stories that are happening and how it's playing out. But it's just beautiful. It makes you want to dance. It makes you want to sing, and it makes you want to hug people, and it makes you want to call any legislature or branch of government that is passing any laws against trans children right now. That's the thing that's happening right now. You can go and Google the things, go to the resist bot, I'm going to put a link. I don't like to be that person that says I'm going to put a link because sometimes I forget, but I'm going to put a link. It's that important. So just go clicky. I'll find a thing you can sign or send or information. There's just been a lot of info on Instagram, and this is YouTube. So I don't know, just trying. I'm crossing with, if you ever follow Gary Vee, if you're one of those people, just remember he has like 30 people who do his social media. So that means that one person who's running all of your things, right? Advice I give to the entrepreneur, as someone who's been doing it for a while, is to simplify, right? But the way I'm doing it is I'm just like trying to get to the platforms and deliver what content is going to be relevant. So my friend Ashley went viral on TikTok. It was amazing to watch my friend go viral. What a belief builder to see someone go viral on TikTok. Ashley is known as the Cannasexual. That's her brand, her I think trademark, patent, something. I mean, I'm a lawyer, but I don't know. I like to call myself a doctor of laws now because that's the degree I have, doctor of laws, and technically still an Esquire, but trying to retire. It took me a long time to get sworn in. I feel like this is just like what the paperwork is like, right? When you quit something, you're like, no, I worked really hard for this, and now I'm moving on to something that's not going to make me physically ill. Chronic digestive disorder. If you're a lawyer, you probably relate. It's just a lot of stress. A lot of unnecessary stress too. If everybody who practiced law could just meditate, then maybe it could be a bearable sort of profession. But anyway, I took a really good CLE once on meditation. It taught me that lawyers have 4 times the national rate of suicide. And I was like, oh, that checks out for me. And yeah, I'm glad to not be doing that anymore. But Doctor of Laws I still have, and still can't remember, even though I do know the distinction between a trademark and a patent. I don't know what Ashley has. My guess is trademark. Anyway, Cannasexual, the use of cannabis and having sex. The two together, that's what Ashley does. I adore anyone who can take exactly who they are and make that a job. And Ashley has just been a tremendous light in my life, just as a sister friend. You know what I mean? Like every day I walk through the forest, and actually as I pass this little spot, right behind me, it's like a bright spot in the forest. You can't see now because it's gray Pacific Northwest dramatic emo weather. But when the sun's out, it's bright there, and the rest of it is pretty dim around it because there's a lot of trees, which the forester who came through said it was too dense with the forest itself will sort itself out, but it's too dense with trees. But anyway, the bright spot is where I remember to think about my bright spot every day. And my bright spot today was talking to my sister friend Deidre from the Glowing Goddess Getaway, just talking about getting to do them in online spaces, and then also in person. And like just the thought of getting to get back together with people I love and create something beautiful, and that every single one in person is going to have an online component. So you could go to every single getaway if you wanted in a digital way, for $4.20 a month. Isn't that great? I don't know if I'm like blowing the whistle, but like the stats aren't real up on first day vlogs, and I just want you to know about it. Glowing Goddess Getaway on all the platforms, mostly Instagram. And I'm Bevin's Party while you're there if you want to clicky. I dance in this forest every single day as an accountability exercise. I post it to my Instagram stories. So if you want to see me dancing in the forest, come and join me. Join the party, Bevin's Party. So I really want you to consider Easter as your official start of Pride, which is this coming Sunday. And I want to say Easter is just like a good time because it is also spring. It's also like a lot of different, it's Passover. There's a lot of different rebirths happening at this time, right? And so it's a fun time to begin our Pride season, start binge watching Pose, to really learn some more about LGBTQ history, her story, their story, and really just, you know, learn more about using different pronouns and learn more about like loving people unconditionally no matter who they are in your life, and just making space for them to show you who they are so that you can love them in a new way. And the easiest way to do that is to do the work on yourself and to just get to know yourself a little bit more every day. I actually literally use the moon cycle as when I check in with myself every 2 weeks, like specifically just asking what needs to be released and what needs to come to fruition, right? And like I really like Chris Corsini Tarot here on YouTube. I will also put a link to Chris Corsini. I hope I don't forget. And but Chris Corsini Tarot, amazing moon ceremonies. They're pay what you can. They're really good. Like just the energy healing alone. Show up and do no journaling and just do it. But like I think do the journaling and then do the burning. I am really working on a way that the burning can work safely. But I've always considered myself a kitchen witch. When I was in Brooklyn, New York, I was out there new to my spiritual practice, but like burning things over a big bowl on my fire escape. And one time my neighbor inquired, and it was okay. There was one time when I lived in Jersey City that my fiance was preparing for barbecuing steaks, which I was very excited about. And but the flames were going up, and someone going down the street called the fire department. So that was awkward. We were barbecuing in a little stairwell, but you do what you got to do in New York when you got a little bit of outside. So anyway, Easter, consider debuting your first look for the Pride season. It's a whole long occasion for different possibilities of expressing yourself on the internet, because right now that's really what we're doing. Are we going into a COVID fourth wave? I have not had a conversation with a person today that didn't, and I talked to a lot of people today that did not involve really connecting about the vaccine. So everyone's talking about the vaccine. It's a lot to think about. I got my shot this week. I posted a video of me getting the shot on my Instagram, which I thought was very cute, mostly because I haven't seen that yet, and also because I high-fived the tech, but I was just like, you know, doing the high five for self-care. But here's why I do high five for self-care at Fat Kid Dance Party Aerobics, because sometimes it cuts the awkward. I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this. Here, let's high five, right? So, and it's always cheerful to high five. It's fun. High five for self-care if you got your vaccine. We've been hearing a lot of folks reporting in the self-care check-ins after the Zoom classes on Saturdays, 11 a.m. So much fun, 11 a.m. Pacific, lots of other times. I break it all out on my email newsletter. If you're not on it, I do always post it because I have a cluster of links. Entrepreneur note, every single job I've ever had, no matter what, whether it was in the government, whether it was in law, whether it was in retail, where frequently I ran social media for a retail store without, while just getting paid to work as like an hourly person, but I loved every second of it, and I loved that that was my job. I have been so many things. aerobics instructor, and every job has involved a lot of copy and paste. So the more systems I could create, the faster I could do things and the easier things got, right? So I do copy paste, like links that I don't want to forget, like my email list, so you can hear from me and know when Zoom class is happening for you. I love doing aerobics. I love teaching aerobics, fat kid dance parties for anyone who feels left behind by mainstream fitness. So if you've ever been called too fat, too much, or felt too awkward to dance, this is the supportive class for you. Amazing people, the best people, just an incredibly loving community of people giving self-care a shot. In some way and somehow we celebrate even the teeniest bit of self-care because it makes such a big difference. I love you so much. You're alive in 2021 for a reason. You matter. Okay, bye.